opportunity to coach here this week. I get a chance to coach the staff. We got a big game ahead of us. Get to travel down to SMU, play them down in Texas. It's going to be fun. We got a few players on our team from Texas. Matt Lashley's a really good head football coach. Got to spend some time with him at the coaches convention the last few years. Being able to see him there, I think he's a good man. I think he does a good job. He's always had really good offenses. He does a good job. I think his defensive coordinator, special teams. They're a good football team. They were a playoff team last year, so we get an opportunity to go out and compete. I'm excited about that. And thankful for the opportunity I had to go out and lead this football team down to Texas to play against SMU.
Start with questions. We'll go Chris first, and then Brent.
Fran, you mentioned after the Duke game that it seemed like at times Duke seemed to know what was coming on defense. Did you think you guys were predictable on play calling or not disguising blitzes or what went into that?
I don't know, we just got to get better at that, so we're trying to move on. And actually today I'm feeling a lot better than I was yesterday and Saturday. So I moved on to SMU, to be honest with you, but we're going to have some things fixed up. We just got to try to keep working. Got to get better.
Along maybe similar lines, the Duke players said that they could sort of read Ricky's eyes and react on that. Is that something you saw on film, and is that something you can fix in a short period of time?
Yeah, it's just part of the game. I think a lot of people read a lot of guys' eyes, right? It tells a lot. Like I'm looking at your eyes now, I can tell what you think. Right? So it's just a game, but I'm excited. Ricky will keep getting better. I thought Ricky did a pretty good job for his first time, getting the chance to play. I felt like all of us around him, starting with myself and the coaching staff and the players, we just had to play. We had to be on our A game to help him out his first time out, and I don't think we did that to compliment to help him.
Fran, you mentioned that you wanted to see Sam get the ball some more. Have you talked with Jeff Nixon about doing that?
That's a secret. I can't tell you those secrets, but we want to have Sam involved in the offense more. We want to get involved in the offense more. We want everybody involved in the offense more that can help us have more points. So, Jeff Nixon's a pro, so you don't really have to talk to him about a lot of things. He just kind of knows what's going on and knows what he wants to do, right?
Just out of that door.
Fran, in terms of defensively, what is the biggest thing you're emphasizing to your group this week ahead?
Got to hold them to one less point than we have. We just got to go out and compete. We got to have fun. It's going to start in practice today, though. It starts with myself. We just got to have fun, right? We're going to have a lot of fun.
Do you think your team just didn't have that much fun against Duke? Like, do you want them to play free like this week? Is that a message you've been emphasizing to them?
No, I just been emphasizing that we got beat and we're trying to move on. But y'all keep asking me questions about it, so it's hard to move on. But they did a good job. The coaches had us prepared. They were prepared, and we weren't. I didn't prepare us the way that we should have been prepared. There's really no excuses for what happened in that football game. It's not acceptable.
We'll go to Samantha and then Maddie back.
Coach, what would be your message to the fans now after a tough loss? Like you said, you are moving forward. What would be your message to the fans to sort of encourage them to continue supporting this team?
Just hold me accountable. So myself, I'll make sure that I get our players to continue to compete, to have fun, to do that. They got lots, right? They got their own lives. I don't really have a message to say we got to compete, and I felt as though we didn't compete the way I wanted us to compete. So it wasn't. That's what they feel like doing. I mean, they know I got their back, so I hope that they have ours. After a game, it goes that way sometimes. So it's the nature of the business. We just got to continue to compete and have a lot of fun. And I believe our fans though will be very supportive. So I don't really have a message for them. I mean, I hope that they have a good week. I hope they're working their butts off in their own careers and jobs and things of that nature. And we're gonna make sure that we do the same thing here. So let's just dominate the week, all of us, like the fans, the alums, like everybody. Just as well as all the student athletes that we have here. Just for everybody to continue to compete and be able to deal with adversity. Right? This is adversity, and I think when adversity hits, you see that you get the best out of people, right? Because you only grow when there's a little bit of discomfort.
Fran, Ricky mentioned bringing the energy this week and how important it was going to be to kind of boost the spirits of the team. What are you looking, from him this week in practice to be able to bring the energy, as a starting quarterback?
You just gotta follow me, honestly. They all just gotta follow me. It's gonna be a good week just for us, practice-wise and all that. So you just gotta follow me today. We can't really worry about the whole week, though. That's kind of what I did with our schedules. what I gave out to them. Usually was having them write it down in 4 weeks. We gotta be a little bit more mature right now, and I don't think our guys can truly handle looking at the entire week. So what we're doing is just focusing on one day at a time. So they're gonna write down that day. We're just gonna focus on one day, and then we'll take it day by day by day to continue to grow. So that's what I think we need to do right now for us, from just where we are programmatic in the age of our football team and the experience on our football team. We got some areas where there is some experience, but for the most part, there wasn't a lot of experience. So I have to be able to grow that and do it a little bit different than I was able to do that last year.
With WAR back in July,